Hi again, everyone. I'm Dana Lynn Varga, and this is video 2 of my 3-video series about primarily the tongue in singing. So last time we talked a lot about proper tongue positioning, avoiding a dark inhalation, preventing retraction, focusing more on the root of the tongue. Today we're going to really focus on articulation, shaping of the tongue, and separation of tongue and jaw. So first, I want to talk about what I call the vowel spectrum. So if you think very simply about vowels on a spectrum with ah in the center, and then going in this direction, we move towards e to e. I'm using IPA symbols. And in the other direction, moving to o and u. If we take ah as our neutral position, then the tongue is, as we discussed last time, in that nice, high, easy position, ah, where the tongue is like a pillow in your mouth, just resting. If we move this direction to e, then we really want to isolate the movement of the mid-tongue towards the upper teeth. So observe. Ah, Notice my lips do not get involved. My jaw closes slightly for the E, which is common and fine, but we really want to move the tongue as little as possible between those vowels while still getting the vowels extremely clear. At first, your tongue may resist this. It might go, it doesn't want to go all the way into those vowels. And so touching the jaw here at the masseter muscle can be helpful, keeping that as soft as possible and letting the tongue hang freely. Say, ah, and just practice ah to a for a while. When that feels more comfortable, as we move towards the E, we're going to be aiming the middle section of the tongue towards the upper teeth in the back. So, I. So it's not these teeth that are close to the front. It's not I. It's I. And now my side mid-tongue is making contact with the upper back 3 or so teeth. So, and then reversing it, yeah, and now we're back to neutral. So if we go in the other direction, what we're going to make our goal is to try to keep the tongue as similar as possible internally inside the mouth, so that as we round towards O and U, we don't retract and press down. There's going to be a little bit of tongue repositioning. That's normal, but we want to minimize that and really sense that the back of the tongue, dorsum, stays high, not lifted, but high, neutral, and that the tongue root stays free. So, oh, not oh. That's where I'm pulling the tongue down and pressing. We want to keep it in that nice floaty position. Oh. You could almost think of O and U as vowels that are basically just ah with lips. So if we go start at U, think ah when you inhale. Firing the masseter muscle of the jaw at all, and the temporalis around the hinge is staying soft. So, can you do this with your fingers? Try it. It's hard to do, that separation. Same thing happens, so what happens to most people is that second finger wants to go, the second finger wants to go. That is precisely what happens with the jaw when the tongue is moving. The jaw wants to go, and we don't need all that jaw movement. So it's not that we're not moving the jaw at all, but we want to minimize it to the movement that's necessary and always ensure that the muscle is free, while making sure that the tongue shaping is really clear and that we know exactly what we need to do to shape the tongue freely and accurately. So the first thing I want to say before you launch into any exercises is to just do a little bit of tongue and jaw massage. This is always a good idea. I typically start with a little laryngeal massage, which is I do very gently side to side. I'm not going to speak while I do it. Very gently, and you might feel some clicking, that's normal. Just don't go to any extremes and be very soft, and then come above the larynx into the tongue root and just massage back and forth right in the tongue root. So we're accessing geniohyoid, hyoglossus. I'm going to move around, press in gently so that I'm getting genioglossus. Just letting those muscles be as free as possible. I'm doing a circular motion with my thumb like that, and then I'm going to reverse and go back to this rocking massage. While I do this, I'm pressing gently up so that my fingers can access the tongue root a little bit better. Feels so nice. And then I like to go to the masseter muscle, do some circular muscles. If you're circular motions, if you're not sure where your masseter is, clench your teeth and feel the pouchy muscle that pops out like a chipmunk. Pouches out on the side when you clench your teeth. That's the masseter, and we want that as soft as possible. I like to say melty masseter. So move that around. Oftentimes, folks feel that their jaw tension stems from the hinge, and it might, but it also may gather more at the masseter than here at the hinge. This is where the jaw opens. So open your mouth and close your mouth and feel the opening. And then there we have the temporalis muscle, which actually comes all the way up around the temples. So believe it or not, massaging your temples and the hinge can help release the jaw. And I'm just going to roll around a little bit, do a little shoulder roll. And the first exercise we're going to do is a very simple tongue-jaw separation exercise where we're going to go ya, 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 using a J glide. So, again, we want to feel that the tongue is going to arch towards the upper back teeth without using the jaw in a heavy way. So practice ya, 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 ya. I'm able to get no jaw movement. You might have some, but check to see if the masseter is free. There's no exact right and wrong here. There's a big spectrum. So now we'll try to pitch it. Ya, 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 ya. So what I don't want is ya, 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 ya. Because now my jaw is working along with the tongue. It's interrupting the legato. It's distorting the vowels, and it's giving me more jaw work than I need. So now, if we can create a 5-tone scale with that, ya, 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 is a great way to warm up. And really being sure that the tongue stays high in the back and free at the root. And you can touch here to feel that this is released when you go ya, 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 ya. Good. And try a little higher. Ya, 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 ya. And just notice how it's really the tongue doing the work. I'm shaping that mid-tongue up towards the front, the upper back teeth. And I really want to feel that when I do that, it's an isolated movement so that the middle part is moving, but the back part is sort of staying in its floaty place. It doesn't need to help me. Ya, 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 ya. That's too much work. Ya, 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 ya. And you can get creative with this exercise. You can do it on ya, 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 ya. Or you could do ya, 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 ya. There's so many different patterns that you could use for that. So be creative, and voice teachers out there, create what you think is going to be most useful for each individual student. Now, so ya, as we discussed, primarily focuses on the middle part of the tongue. Next, I want to discuss the front and the almost back. So it's behind the middle, but not the full back. So if we can say, I like this word that I made up, la ya ga. Pretend that that's a real word. Layaga. And attempt to say layaga without extraneous jaw movement. Layaga, layaga. Notice the movement of my tongue. So the la is primarily front tongue, the ya is primarily mid tongue, and the ga is primarily back tongue. We'll feel it hit the palate, yeah? But we don't want layaga or even layaga. And when you're trying to separate out the tongue and jaw, we don't want to hold the jaw to prevent it from moving. Layaga. Then we have a new problem. We want the jaw to be hanging gently, soft at the masseter, soft at the hinge, and then isolate the tongue movement. Layaga. If at first that's difficult for you, it comes out like layaga, layaga. You can't quite get it to do it. That's going to take some time because like any muscle, we have to develop the muscle memory of the tongue doing this. So you can isolate each syllable. La 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 la. Ya 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 ya. Ga 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 ga. And the entire time I'm doing this, I'm keeping the back part of the tongue high and the root of the tongue free. I will repeat this over and over ad nauseum. So, again, you can create all sorts of exercises with this. For example, layaga, layaga. And when your tongue is feeling more agile and is really getting it, you can speed it up. Layaga, layaga. Layaga, layaga. Layaga, layaga. Never letting the back of the tongue descend, but always keeping it nice and free in the back. Great. So the next thing I want to introduce you to is simply sort of noticing the movement between ah and a and how simple it can be when you're singing. So we talked about that a little when we were looking at the vowel spectrum, but if you can practice going I want you to think about the tongue being kind of in three sections. Section 1 is here. Section 2 we'll call the middle, top and bottom, and section 3 here at the back. And for reference, that's about where your gag reflex is, okay? So if we think of the tongue as section 1, section 2, section 3, when you go I want you to imagine that only section 2 is going to do the changing. Section 1 is resting. Your tip is resting comfortably down by your bottom front teeth and the back is high. Again, not lifted, but neutral in its natural arch. And then the center part of the tongue is what's going to be doing the work. As you go, so what I don't want is you can hear the difference in the timbre and the tone quality. It sounds rather tight and dark. And there's nothing wrong with dark, but as we discussed in the other video, we can get natural darkness instead of fabricated darkness. And fabricated darkness almost always comes from retraction of the back of the tongue and press down. So, as we go, I'm really only thinking of moving the middle part of the tongue, which is going to come up on those upper back teeth. It may not touch them. It depends on the person and the mouth shape and the jaw, but it goes close to the upper back teeth. Mine touches, but everyone's a little different. Small movement in the mid-tongue without the big drop in the back. So again, incorrect would be and then we get into that roll tight ah that can get us into trouble because it presses down here. And remember, the hyoglossus is connected to the hyoid bone, and so when the tongue is tight and pressed upon, then we run into laryngeal trouble. Okay, the last thing I want to do in this video, I want to work on using an NG to feel a high tongue back. This is a very common exercise, and it's useful because when you go, the tongue it's higher than normal. It's not in neutral. It's actually lifted so that it's touching the back of the mouth at the palate. And so we don't want our tongue to be in the NG position when we sing, but we want it to be close. It helps encourage us to let the back hover, and then we're going to move it into an ah. So just practice going ah, ah. And what we don't want is to let it plummet so that it goes ah, ah. Or grip here where we get we're grabbing at the tongue. So we want to keep that movement small as we drop the tongue, but not drop it to the point where it falls down and then presses on the root. So let's try. Of the tongue come off the roof of the mouth, but not much. You don't need a lot of space above the tongue, between the top of the tongue and the roof of your mouth. It's a common misconception that in that mid-mouth area is where the resonance all is, but truly the pharyngeal resonance is the most important thing in the throat. So as I said in the last video, you want to keep your tongue in your mouth so that it doesn't take up space in your throat. That doesn't mean we shove it forward. It means that we keep it in neutral. And throughout all of the exercises in today's video, I want you to really focus on what part of the tongue is moving and should be moving. And can you keep the back part of the dorsum floaty without constantly wanting to have it go along for the ride? And finally, can you keep the jaw as uninvolved as possible? Not holding the jaw so that it doesn't move. It's okay if it moves a little bit, especially if it feels really free. But we want to avoid la ya ga or any big movements of the jaw, and making sure that the masseter muscle stays nice and free and melty. I hope this has been helpful. I have one more video coming up with more tongue exercises and some other ideas to get you well on your way to a freer tongue, resulting in a freer sound and more comfort and ease in your singing. Thank you so much.